Okay, guys, hello, welcome. Thank you for continuing with me. And please don't forget to subscribe and like, okay, to help increase YouTube's algorithm on this video to assist others also. And well, to mention, now we're going to do the connection to our portfolio, right? So I'm just going to use the backend I showed you guys earlier. I'm going to do another test again for you guys to be able to see that. So if I click here, you remember the cyclic API testimonial, right? So we are going to use that in our code because we have the slash testimonial and slash portfolio. Okay. So now in your front end, right, in the portfolio, you're supposed to have something like this. Remember you had the fake data there. So but before that, in your front end, remember to do npm install Axios, okay, Ax iOS. You can say that npm install Axios, and that's all you need in the front end. You install that, and you're good to go. Now, once you're done with that, you need to import. You see this line of code here. You need to import the React comma bracket, curly braces, the use effect, and the use state. Okay. Then you're also going to import Axios from Axios that we're going to use. Okay. So now let's write the code to be able to pull from um our hosted backend. Okay, so we are going to say const data. Okay, data, and then we are going to set data, which is a function to modify whatsoever has been stored in the variable data. We're going to say use state data. Okay, now we're going to say use effects. Okay, use effects, which we're also going to provide another function. Okay, so now this is the interesting part. This is what we're going to call Axios. Axios.get. Remember, we created our routers using what router.get because we're getting from the database. So now we also want to get from our server. Okay, so I'll just go and copy this link. You see the way it is HTTP portfolio backend and cyclic. So I'm just going to paste it here. Okay, that's it. Then I'm going to do a then result because it's some sort of promise. So I'm going to do a then on it to be able to get the results. So I'm going to say response. Okay, now we're actually going to use this response because it's coming back with our data that with the data we need. So I'm going to say const formatted um formatted data, okay, is equals to response data dot data dot map. So I'm sure you're saying, okay, why so much data dot data? It's that first of all, the response already comes in with its data, right? If we look at this the last data here that we're trying to get is this one. So the response already comes in with, I think, with its own data, right? And now we are taking the next dot data, which is this, because this whole body is what we call the data. So this is all of this is what we call the first data. Then we are now dotting again into the next data, which is this. And now we are using the map function to remove the items, like to unwrap the items one after the other. So I'm going to say that. So so now we're going to say the ID that we're going to use is going to be item underscore ID. Okay, so we're going to have image item dot image. You remember, just like what we're displaying on our web page. So it's going to be title, and then we're going to have github item dot github. Okay, and the next we're going to say demo item dot demo. So that's all. And then we have our curly bracket here. Okay. So let me just take a look at it to make sure that everything we're doing is correct. Okay. 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 That's actually awesome. That's nice. So yeah, that's it. We are working on it. I just realized we have to remove one of these braces here. Yeah, don't worry too much, just remove one of them and everything's going to be back to normal. Yeah. So that's just it. So yeah, so after this, after it has gotten the data and stored it in this variable called formatted data, in the next line we're going to call the function to update our data. And we're going to say data formatted. I think it's formatted with an A. Yeah, formatted. So formatted, right? And it's going to now store it inside here, from which we're now using it down here, and we're mapping again to be able to display it here. Okay. So as usual, whenever we use it, then we must always get a catch. So let's catch any potential error that I might want to disturb us. So that's it. So we're going to say this console mm, console.log. Okay, error fetching portfolio data semicolon comma error. Okay, so now you get that. And after this, we're going to put an empty array such that whenever the page gets built, right, it goes again and fetch the data. But if you want it to be a one-time build, you can put some variables to be dependent on it, but it's beyond the scope of what we're doing. You can further document yourself on that. So you see now we have this data available to us down here. So we enter the JavaScript mode with this. So let me just bring this down here so you can see better. Okay. So I've entered the JavaScript mode by providing this curly braces. And now we're going to now say the data.map, the ID, the image, the title, the GitHub, the demo. We in the key we pass it here, in the image we pass here the title. Yeah, so here it's just pretty easy and it's just going to build such that when you're just going to go to your front end, when you're just going to run the front end, it's not going to have any issue. So it's going to build automatically. Let me just show you what I mean here on mine. Okay, it's mine. My front end has already been hosted on Vercel. So as you can see here, I think it's got some issues because of the keys I removed earlier. Okay, so you see now it has appeared. I had to remove the key from my backend for some reasons. So yeah, so this is what you should be seeing displayed on your screen for the demo, right? Now we're also going to work on the testimonial, which should be coming from the backend too. Okay, so let's go back to our code. So we're going to go to testimonials. You see my code. I have just you can refactor your code there to just look like this. So you have again the React, the Axios, the use effects, Axios testimonial, the CSS pagination swiper, and then you have the entry point of the component testimonial. And if you notice, I have again this JavaScript mode here, and I just have just one swiper item. Just below, we export the default, the swiper, and everything. Okay, so we are still going to do the same thing as we did in the portfolio, right? So what we're just going to do here is that we're still going to copy again, but let's this time we're going to be very careful because all along we'll be copying and forgetting attempt to export, forgetting attempt to make functions. So let's just be careful on this one and let it run for now. So once you do this, What am I going to do here? Okay, there's already an error here. I can see pinpoint. Here is testimonial, and in portfolio it has to be portfolio. Okay, so it's slash API slash portfolio. Yes, where is it? Okay, there's it. Here's AP slash API slash testimonial. We get again the data. Remember that for testimonial, we didn't have an image, we had an avatar. Okay, and even here, that's what we're using avatar. We didn't have a title, but we did have a name. Here also a name. We did have a name here. And then I think the last thing we had was review. Okay, so we can just change it here to review and also here to review. So that's it. We still get the same data stored in the data using the set data function provided to us by the useState hook, and then we just get that displayed down here. So you see we still have again access to this data, which is it here highlighted. So yeah, that's it. You have the ID, the avatar, the name, the review. We just passing the same thing, and that's all. After that, you can host your application on Vercel, which is pretty easy. You just log into Vercel, connect your Vercel to your React project, okay, to your GitHub account. Then you click on select all repositories, right? In fact, the steps are pretty simple. You can just follow up on that or get back to me if you need assistance on that. And then once you've selected your React project already, just deploy. Once you deploy, that's everything. It's already hosted, both your front end, your back end, and your database. All of them are online and operational. So thank you guys for watching. It was really great helping you guys. So you can see it's 4 a.m. in the morning. I'm exhausted and tired. So thank you guys very much.